All right, what's up, everybody? Look, I wanted to make a quick video. By the way, I don't have power and I also don't have internet, so I'm just kind of making this video just from my phone because there's something I wanted to talk about today in today's video, but since I don't have, any of my camera equipment working and I can't upload this on my computer, we're just talking from the phone. But I wanted to talk today about a mistake that I made in 2021 that cost me a lot of money and a lot of energy and a lot of confidence as well. And it's a mistake that I'm seeing a lot already, just in the beginning phases of this bull market. It's already happening. And this is one of those things that if you make this mistake more than a few times, not only can you lose a ton of money, but you might end up leaving the space at some point because you're going to say, I can't get it right. I just keep losing money. Whatever I buy just automatically goes down, blah, 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 blah. Right. And I want to save you that stress. Okay. So this video, I rarely tell people to actually take what I say and apply it to themselves and take it, and apply it to their crypto investment journey, whatever. This video for sure is one of those moments. I hope you take this as financial advice because it absolutely is. Okay, just going to put that out there. So before I tell you the lesson, let me tell you a little bit of context. Okay, let me give you an example of what this lesson, how a lesson like this could be beneficial and save you from losing money. So in the beginning of the year, everyone was saying, oh, the Bitcoin ETF approval is on the way. And when the ETF approval happens, billions and trillions of dollars are going to flood into crypto because institutional investors are going to invest into crypto, and that's going to force, Bitcoin's price up past its all-time high, and the market's going to rally. And so because of that, people were so sure. They were so sure that because it was such a bullish catalyst that the price was going to go up of everything. And they were so sure about it to the degree that they were buying and buying and buying right up until the approval. And then what happened? ETF approval happened, market goes, whoop, boom, drops almost immediately. And people are like, what? What happened? Like, oh, it was a sell the news event? What's that? It was a sell the news event. So the catalyst happened and people sold out. It was priced in already. And people were just so sure that it was going to go up as a result of this catalyst that they were willing to really bet their money on it. And a lesson that I learned, now that you have an idea, a lesson that I learned in crypto a long time ago, 3-4 years ago, was you can never, ever, literally never be 100% sure how anything is going to affect the market. And if you base your trades, if you base your buys, if you base your sells off of how you think something is going to impact the market, you are for sure going to lose over the short to mid to maybe even long term. It's almost guaranteed. Let me give you an example. Whenever we were talking about everything that was happening with FTX literally collapses. Boom, gone, done. One of the top exchanges, one of the best exchanges we've ever seen in the world of crypto vanishes out of nowhere. All of this money's lost. Hundreds of millions of dollars is gone out of people's accounts just like that. That's the money they needed for their savings. That's the money they needed for emergencies. That's the money they needed to pay their bills. All their money, thousands, tens of thousands of crypto investors just wiped out almost immediately, just like that. If you look at it from a grand perspective, that should have been horrible. And it was horrible. But from a market perspective, that should have been one of the worst things that's ever happened to crypto, right? It realistically should have been. But go look at it. Like, genuinely go look at it. Go look at Bitcoin specifically on the day that FTX crashed around, let's call it November 12th to November 25th. That little time frame. That was the bottom of the market. Things only got better in the market from the day that happened. But if someone said, oh, FTX crashed, the biggest exchange, that's going to cause all of this downfall, let me just go and short the market because that's how it's going to impact the market, they lost. They lost. What was another big thing that happened? CZ, one of the biggest names in crypto, someone who's probably the most renowned person in crypto, had to step down as a CEO or as a chairman of Binance. Everyone said that was going to be the worst thing ever. Oh my God, BNB is going to disappear. It's going to die. The BNB blockchain, all this, it's gone. It's dead. The thing is at new macro highs. Since then, look at when he stepped down to where we are now. Nothing bad has happened. And that's my point. I learned a long time ago that you can never anticipate how an event is going to impact the market. You can't say because this happened, the market's going to go down, or because this happened, the market's going to go up. We don't have control over it. You never know when something's priced in or when it's not priced in. You never know whenever this thing that's actually happening is manipulated by the higher ups that are pulling these little weird strings. I'm not trying to tinfoil hat you right now, but you get the point. You can never know how the market's going to react. And one thing I do know, whoever pulls the strings, the ones that can see the leverage, they can see the liquidity, they can see where the buy orders are and the sell orders are. Wherever you are, they're going to try to get you. They're going to try to get you. If you think you can outsmart them, they're going to try to get you. And there's no reason to try to do that. Because in times like these in a bull market, likelihood is the big 10, 15, top 20, top 25 cryptos, the majority of them are going to go up over the next 2 years. year and a half, maybe, let's call it that, right? So why are you trying to buy into the market here and sell into the market here and try to get out right here because this is bad news and then buy in because this news? What's the point of doing that? Like honestly, like realistically, what's the point of doing that if in the long term, if you just buy and leave it alone, the likelihood is here, you're going to make money in the long term. Stop making the mistake of thinking that you can outsmart this entire market. It's probably just not going to happen. And I don't mean that in a demeaning way. We just need to be realistic. There's YouTubers on here who say, oh, because this happened, it's going to for sure go up. Have you guys noticed I don't do that anymore? I tell you, it seems more likely that it goes up. So this is what I would do. But just in case I'm wrong, and just in case I need to be ready, if it goes down, this is also what I'm going to do. That's why we never really lose. Like, that's why you rarely see us call it just wrong. Because I'll say, we're in a descending structure. If this thing breaks out of descending structure, we're likely going up towards this area. If we fail to break out of that descending structure, then we're going this way. Then there's a comment. So you're saying it can go up or it can go down? Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying, because there's no way to truly know how this market is going to react to anything. And so the best thing you can do is to prepare for any outcome. And what I do is if I'm trading, actively trading, I have two strategies. If it breaks up, I'm going long. If it breaks down, I'm going short. It's not that difficult, right? And that's the reason why we're so reactionary and we win so often. It's because I'm ready for anything and I'm not so egotistical that I need to just be right because I caught it. I don't care about being right. I care about making money, right? Simple as that. Now, if I'm dollar cost averaging, it's easy. That's all I do. If I'm looking at my long-term portfolio, my macro portfolio, if I'm trying to make consistent gains throughout a bull run, I'm not trying to sell out because the ETF approval didn't go well and then buy in because it's a good piece of news and then sell out because the election and then buy back in because this piece of legislation got passed and then sell out because Hong Kong did this and then buy back in because Venezuela does this. Stop fucking doing that. That's an easy way to lose money. Just set you a strategy. I'm going to buy every Wednesday no matter what this market does, no matter what the emotions do. And the beautiful part about that is the higher ups with the fucking strings, they can't beat you. Because at the end of the day, all they want is you to lose so they can make more money. But if you're simply dollar cost averaging in this market and out of this market when you're in profit, there's no way that they can beat you because they can't control you. They can't manipulate you. There's no emotional advantage or leverage that they have over you that's going to stop you from winning. So just do that. Just go in with a strategy and do it. And so what we're going to do throughout the rest of the channel when we're talking about the market, I'm just going to tell you guys, dollar cost averaging this shit and ignore the good news, ignore the bad news. It doesn't fucking matter because where crypto's going is where crypto's going to go. There's nothing you can do or I can do or anyone can do to stop it. You can quite simply just get on the train or get the fuck off the train. Simple as that. So what I'm going to do is I'm setting my strategy like I do. I buy every Wednesday. What do I buy every Wednesday? It just kind of depends on what I'm liking at that point. I like Bitcoin right now. I like the fact that Bitcoin does seem to be the leader of the run, and we've probably not really had that Bitcoin dominant spike yet. So I like Bitcoin. But I'm also going to buy a little bit of Solana, a little Ethereum, a little ADA. It doesn't matter. You can choose what you want to buy. If you want to know what I buy, I do have a Patreon that I'm going to shamelessly plug right now that you can go down and get more content, my trades, my strategies, all that shit. If you want to, if not, it's okay, right? But at the end of the day, if you think that you can for sure predict how this market's going to react based off of anything, any news, you're going to learn the hard way. Trust me, you're going to learn the hard way. So just set you a strategy, stick to the strategy, no matter what good news or what bad news happens. I'm sorry for the rant. It was just really annoying because I'm tired of seeing people lose money for the same fucking mistakes that they've been making for 10 years now and 5 years in the crypto market. So don't make that mistake. Apply this to your strategy, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out, everybody.